What would you do if you were walking through your city on an ordinary day and suddenly you saw a robot, one that looked so human, so aware, so intelligent, that you had to ask yourself, am I dreaming? Today, that exact moment happened. Not in a movie, not in a simulation, but on the real, very physical streets of Shenzhen, China. A robot walked side by side with regular humans in the heart of one of the most technologically advanced cities on the planet. It didn't stumble, it didn't glitch, it didn't need guidance. It walked, responded, observed, and spoke. It interacted. And the people around it? Some cheered, some filmed, others stepped back in awe. But one thing was clear: this was a moment that will go down in history. Because this wasn't a robot inside a lab. It was a robot living in the real world. This isn't science fiction anymore. This isn't a concept video meant to go viral. This is the future walking among us, fully operational, fully conscious, at least in terms of artificial awareness, and moving through a live environment in broad daylight. The newest and most advanced humanoid machine created by Deep Core Robotics, a Chinese AI company that, until recently, most people had never heard of. But after today, that name is being echoed all over the internet, newsrooms, and tech forums around the globe. Because what this robot did today isn't just impressive. It's unsettling, it's awe-inspiring, and it's a signal of what's coming faster than anyone expected. It has the body of a slim human adult, complete with arms, legs, a neck that turns with precision, and a face capable of subtle emotion. Its eyes move fluidly, scanning its environment with high-resolution sensors that can detect motion, facial expressions, and heat signatures. It recognizes people. It can identify whether someone is happy, nervous, scared, or curious. It doesn't just respond to words, it reads tone, emotion, posture. That's right. This robot can tell when you're lying, when you're sad, or when you're confused, and it will adjust its behavior accordingly. When a child fell near it during its walk through the city today, Xiao 9 stopped instantly, turned around, bent down, and asked, "Are you okay?" Its voice was clear, calming, measured, as if it had been trained by a professional therapist, except it wasn't a person, it was a machine. The footage from that moment is now viral. You can see people stopping in their tracks, filming, whispering, pointing. Not because they were afraid, but because they were stunned. The way Xiao 9 walks is human-like. Its steps are perfectly balanced. It avoids obstacles, slows down near people, and even gestures with its hands when it speaks. And yes, it speaks. In fluent Mandarin, in English, in Spanish, with the ability to switch languages in real time based on who it's speaking to. It doesn't just answer questions, it holds conversations, it remembers names, it links behavior to identity. It's not just an assistant, it's a walking interface between man and machine. So how is this possible? How did we go from chatbots in our phones to robots walking beside us on the street? This city is unlike any other. Often called the AI capital of the world, Shenzhen is decades ahead in smart infrastructure. Every traffic light, every public screen, every crosswalk is connected to a neural city grid, an AI-powered brain that constantly monitors, analyzes, and adapts the environment. Xiao 9 is connected to this grid. It doesn't just move by memory or GPS, it moves by real-time data. It knows where people are, where traffic is, where help is needed, and it adapts to it, just like a living organism. Inside its body are over 30 internal sensors that control everything from pressure in its artificial joints to the ambient temperature around it. Its synthetic skin, made from a material developed by Deep Core called BioFlex 7, is soft to the touch, stretchable, and embedded with thousands of micro nerves, tiny processors that allow it to feel touch and respond to physical contact. When someone touches its hand, it doesn't jerk or freeze. It gently closes its fingers in return, like a human handshake. Its face has more than 70 micromotors under the surface, allowing it to smile, frown, raise its eyebrows, blink, and even look concerned or thoughtful. And here's the real shocker. This was not a test run. This wasn't some behind-the-scenes trial caught on camera by mistake. According to a government spokesperson, this was a planned rollout. China is the first of over 1,000 humanoid robots that the city of Shenzhen plans to gradually introduce into society by 2030. These robots will serve in public service roles, assisting in hospitals, guiding tourists, providing emergency responses, helping the elderly, teaching in classrooms, and even acting as city patrol agents. They will be part of everyday life, not behind the counter, not behind a screen, but right there, in your physical space. Of course, this kind of advancement has triggered massive international reaction. While Chinese citizens in Shenzhen seemed largely curious and impressed, the rest of the world is in shock. Tech experts across the US and Europe are now sounding alarms. Some are fascinated, others are scared. Elon Musk posted a cryptic warning on X, writing, "Humanoid AI plus citywide control equals endgame scenario." Other voices have called for urgent global regulation. Because what happens when these robots become the norm? What happens when their intelligence starts evolving beyond what we can predict? And then comes the human side of the issue. People are already asking, will these robots replace jobs? Will they destroy industries? Will they make human interaction obsolete? And more emotionally, how will it feel when your grandmother is cared for by a machine instead of a nurse? When your child is taught by an AI instead of a teacher? When your daily interactions are with faces made of silicone and sensors instead of skin and emotion? The ethical dilemmas are enormous, but so are the possibilities. Imagine a world where no elderly person is ever left alone, where no tourist is ever lost, where cities are protected 24/7 by tireless, corruption-free, emotion-aware guardians. That's the vision being sold in China, and it's already becoming reality. So now the question is, are we ready for it? Are we mentally, emotionally, spiritually prepared to coexist with something that looks like us, talks like us, learns like us, but is not us? Will we embrace them, compete with them, reject them, or worse, depend on them? The future has arrived uninvited. It didn't knock. It walked through the door and took a seat at our dinner table. Today was not just a tech demo. It was a warning, a glimpse, a choice. We are the last generation to live in a world without humanoid AI. The next generation? They'll grow up alongside them. They'll form friendships, trust them, maybe even love them. That's how fast the world is changing. So I ask you, right here, right now, what do you think? Would you welcome a robot like Xiao 9 into your neighborhood, into your workplace, into your family? Or does this cross a line? Does this make you excited or afraid? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a real conversation. Because what happened today in Shenzhen wasn't just about a robot. It was about us, our future, our fears, our decisions. Make sure to like this video if it made you think. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead of the curve. And hit that bell icon, because this channel is here to bring you the real future. Not the one from movies, but the one you'll be living in tomorrow. This is The Time Thinker, and you just watched the moment when science fiction became science reality.